Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a cheese compilation for October 2021. Top right for game number 1, it's gonna be MackWinston, the red Zerg player, and in the bottom left it is Old Strog, the blue Zerg player. Thanks very much to my screeners this month. We've got Jim, we've got Sniper Monkey. Thank you very much for screening for me. I know it was a hassle this week, but I really do appreciate it. And thank you very much, Stefan, as well. All right, man. So we got Sniper Monkey, Jim, and Stefan. And once again, if you want me to cast your cheese, send it to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with a subject of cheese. I will send it to my screeners. I will guarantee that your replay will be watched. And what is going on here? It's going to be some kind of a spine crawler rush. Pool first here. Is this a hatch first? Hatch first play for Old Strog. This is a very welcome sight. So, you needed to pull the drones here, Old Strog. La 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 la. Are you just okay? Ah, yes. It is the old evolution chamber. Cheese. Wojong spine, and what you gonna be here? Another spine? Waiting for enough minerals? I don't... An evolution chamber. So this is a take on the Protoss cheese, right? This is a cannon, and these are gateways or shield batteries protecting the cannon from being attacked. Oh, there are gonna be broodlings coming out of here very shortly. Oh my gosh, this timing, and broodlings, and the drones are like, wait, what? Ah, drones dying, the spine finishes, ka-chunk, 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 and the drones have to get out of there and evacuate to their natural base, which is nice. We have the natural, so that's good. But Spinecrawler working away on this hatchery here. There are some lings in production from Old Strog. 4 lings are on the way from MackWinston, and there's already 2 showing up, and okay. I think that's it. Woohoo! Well executed by MackWinston there. Great start to the cheese compilation. This was recommended by at least 2 of my screeners, which didn't happen a lot this month. A lot of people have their own ideas of what cheese they loved, but I think 3 different screeners recommended this one in particular, so that's awesome. Which, especially since we have some super high-level cheese from professional gamers later, so I mean, check that action out. But yeah, drones, I mean, drone count is 2. It's just not. Yes, these lings have been cleaned up. Well done. But guess what? More lings are here. Not even getting speed, and MackWinston is your winner in 3 minutes. That is some good short cheese. Loving it. Try to keep it under 7 minutes, people. Worker rushes are not accepted unless they are super unique. And man, that was excellent. Protecting the spine crawler with 3 evolution chambers. The broodlings took out several drones, and then just sent slowlings across the map to clean it up. Simple cheese, but quite effective. Alright, man. So that's game 1 of our cheese compilation. Hit that like button if you're excited to see what's coming up next, or if you're happy with game 1 already. We'll be right back. So this is going to be ProbeScout versus Zest, former world champion from ESL Open Cup 90 for the Americas. Bottom left, we've got ourselves Zest, the actual Protoss player who is a world champion. And bottom right, we've got ProbeScout, a standard player for our cheese compilations. Alright, man, so it's going to be PvP. You know it's going to be cheesy. You know it's going to be a clown fiesta. But let's see what is in store for us today here. What are you doing, little probe? What are you doing? Going through the slow zone. That's for sure. Is going through the slow zone just as fast as going around the slow zone when you're trying to get to the other person's base? Maybe I'll ask ProbeScout next time I talk to him. Alright, man. So Forge coming up for ProbeScout. Gateway coming up here for Zest. And the MMR difference between these 2 players is super, super big. Because, again, Zest is an excellent Protoss player. Maybe the best Protoss player in the world at this stage. Alright, man. And, oh, 3 pylon blocking off what is going to be a cannon as soon as this Forge finishes. He doesn't have... Oh, he doesn't have enough minerals. He doesn't have... He can't... Wait, what? Second probe? Whoa! A second probe came in and threw down 2 pylons and a cannon with his available minerals. All right, man. This is just like what MackWinston did with evolution chambers and a spine crawler in game number 1. What are... and gets a gateway up. What? What is happening right now? Zest is throwing up a cyber core. He wants stalkers as soon as he can to try to deal with this, getting his second gas too. But yeah, I guess maybe just to replace this assimilator because this one's gonna die. There's really no saving it here. Second cannon coming up, protected by the first cannon, by probes anyway. But if we start getting stalkers out, that's going to be difficult. And look at Zest, feeling supremely confident, is taking a second base rather, at the gold here. What is going on? Are you serious right now? He is trying to cheese Zest. Of all the Protoss players on planet Earth, Zest is a cheesy Protoss himself, but his mid to late game are also incredible. You can't be a world champion if all 3 of your stages of play aren't insanely good, and they are. Zest comes in, sees there's no gas taken, sees everything is being thrown into this basket right here. But guess what? We have a backup over this way from Zest. So Zest looks like he's in a pretty good spot. This is so beautifully symmetrical right now. Right? We've got pylon, pylon, cannon, gateway, cannon, cannon. It's just a beautiful symmetry on display. Nexus goes down, but Zest is like, it's cool. I can harvest over here real good. Zealot attacking the Stalker really should not be able to kill it because the Stalker is faster in his range. So when it comes down to it, it does take a lot of hits from a Stalker to take down a Zealot because they do bonus versus armored, which means they don't do as much damage versus light units. Like, for example, said Zealots don't take hits. Don't take hits. Can he hold? So no probes die. That's beautifully held by Zest there. Is there a follow-up? There is still no gas, but there is a cyber core. What in the name? He's cannon rushing the other side. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Did he gas steal? He gas stole this base too? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, this is nuts. This is absolutely mind-blowing. So that's in range of stalkers. He's trying to find where exactly to place these cannons that it's not in range of stalkers. And he doesn't know the exact pixel placement, but he's figured it out now by trial and error, which is honestly slowing him down quite a bit. ProbeScout's probe is getting chased away and doesn't get murdered. His attention is definitely elsewhere here. Oh my gosh, this cannon can hit probes. How many probes can it hit? Only ones that are the... Oh, okay, so now that cannon can hit probes. So the Stalker's like, do I go around? Do I try to deal with this? Oh no! The probes have to flee from this location. Zest does not have the minerals required to throw up another base. This little guy right here is the only one who can mine off this one mineral patch. It's going to take him a minute to get up to 400 minerals. Oh, the Stalkers. No, the Stalkers are trying to kill this probe and just run into the cannons and die. GG! And ProbeScout gets the win here against Zest. Declines to leave the game because he is so amped after this victory. Are you kidding me right now? And then he finally leaves. 5 minute, takes down Zest with his Protoss cheese. That's how it feels, Protoss players. You know, you play PvP on ladder, you understand the pain that comes with Protoss cheese. Even as you inflict it on other people. I'm still just the sheer symmetry of this setup. This is art right here. Actually, this pylon should be maybe over a little, but I don't think it can. So it's not perfect symmetry, but it's honestly, that's like make an NFT of this image right here, and people will buy it. It commemorates a non-Zest level player taking down Zest. Holy smokes. I mean, ProbeScout is far and away the best player who routinely submits replays to the cheese comp, so he's very good. He's Grandmasters, right? But, I mean, the level between Grandmaster and Zest is kind of insane. Kind of insane. But, man, that just goes to show in one game, anyone can take down anyone. Really? I mean, okay, maybe a bronze player can't beat Zest. Probably not. You'd probably have to be at least Grandmaster to take him down. But you know what I mean. It's pretty... if the levels are relatively close, then anyone can beat anybody. That's it. Okay, I just... mind blown. GG. G freaking G. Okay, that's game 2 of our cheese compilation. We're going to keep this ball rolling. How about that? Hit the like button if you haven't already. Game 3, we need some Terran representation, and it's going to be HyperONE bottom left versus Oaks top right. Is this a quadruple racks HyperONE? Or maybe just blocking the expansions with your SCVs. We've seen this before from HyperONE. So what's the plan here on 2,000 atmospheres, man? What are you doing? So split our SCVs off into pairs. That's cool. Oaks on the other side is throwing up a supply depot, which you have to do before you build your barracks. Everything's fine. And same thing over here. Supply depot from HyperONE back home. So these guys get some minerals, come all the way back. And these guys are just sitting here hanging out, enjoying each other's company. This guy kind of getting a little bit of a roast on his face from staring into the jetpack on his buddy's butt for a little bit too long there. Fighting, harassing. So double SCV harass here. Wait, what? Okay, we are making a barracks. We came all the way back. Whatever, man. So double SCV harass is better than single SCV harass. Pretty well responded to by Oaks here, I think. Oh, don't change your target. Oh, another SCV down. Okay, so that's 2 SCVs killed in the first minute, plus they're repairing each other. Oh, how wholesome. Oh, now they're turning their backs on the... Now they're repairing. I think they ran out of minerals for a second there. Oaks is like, wait, what are you doing? Who brings 2 SCVs over? And who gets 2 SCV kills with said SCVs? SCV on SCV action here today. Yeah. What are we working on? Anything? Reapers. Cool. So that's why we had the double, single gas, soon to be double gas back home. It's going to go 2 proxy racks Reaper while trying to kill as many SCVs from his opponent as possible. There's another one going down, and you could probably honestly fight this Marine. Oh boy, you can fight him, but running is also bad. Now you're stuck in here with me. You might have a kill, but that was not a Marine with a gun that you killed, was it? No, it wasn't. So there's one Reaper. Second Reaper, don't have the minerals for that one. The 16 to 16 workers after all that. What is happening? Says Oaks. What is happening? That's always a question when you're playing against HyperONE. Well, a Reaper's going to show up and murder your Marine, and murder your second Marine, too. Actually, kite. What's the Marine? Chase him! Marine, come back over here. You need to kill this dude. He really wants to kill that SCV, but too smart for it. He was going to die if he kept rolling. Combat drugs. Heal me up, he says. Come on, combat drugs. I need you. There it is. Oh, triggered, then took a shot, and combat drugs went away. Where's the other Reapers? Oh, keeping that guy alive would have been real nice, but guess what? Now this Marine is dead. Oh, didn't quite take him down. Another SCV down. Okay, so look. 7 SCVs have died for Oaks today. Not ideal. Oh, Kitty Charge doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's enough damage. It is definitely enough damage to contribute to killing Zerglings, to contribute to killing Marines, low HP doodads. Oh my gosh. So it's it's SCV harass into double proxy Reaper harass. When your opponent's not making Reapers of his own, it doesn't go well for him, as it turns out. There was a tiny bit in history, in Legacy of the Void history, where the most viable strategy in TvT was 5 racks Reaper. And it was just Reapers versus Reapers all day for like a month straight or longer. It was dumb. It was very dumb. Oaks doesn't have much to say. His APM is dropping a little bit here. He's like, can this Widow Mine save the game for me? The answer is, ow! Killed 1 Reaper. That counts for something. Look at this micro on display from HyperONE. He's moving wounded Reapers back fairly well. It's 7 SCVs remaining. Production tab for Oaks is, an orbital and a bunker. I like the bunker play. All right. GG. HyperONE wins. Oh man, this is a great cheese compilation. Who said it? Somebody, one of my screeners said all of the cheese was good, man. All the cheese this month was good. So thanks everybody for submitting cheese so far. You did excellent. You did so very, very well, and I do appreciate it. Again, falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. Yeah, Stefan said, this month had almost only good cheeses. Only one replay I thought didn't belong. Amazing. But unfortunately, not everybody agreed with him. But still, these have been excellent. So guess what? We've got more cheese coming. Can you believe it? We're on Ohana. For this game of the cheese compilation, it's going to be Alchemy versus Scarlett. Bottom right, we've got Scarlett, the Canadian Zerg player. You may have heard of her. Alchemy's a big fan. Top left, we have a member of the Falpal clan. It is going to be Alchemy. All right, so Ohana is a map from the 2012 ladder season, or at least one of them. And 2012 is 3 years before I started this channel, so you may not recognize it. But good memories on this map. That is for sure. Expanding up the sides. Double watchtower. Sorry about EPT NA then, says Scarlett. Wait, what? What is then? Big fan. I don't know. Sorry about EPT NA then. I don't know what you're... So this was cast as part of Pig's current subathon that he's doing. Basically, he got Scarlett to show up and he will have his revenge. Scarlett was basically enticed by Pig to show up and play against a whole bunch of kind of randos, right? Like Alchemy. And the person who could survive the longest against Scarlett would win some kind of a prize. So Alchemy is very incentivized to stay alive here. Okay, if you're interested in the whole thing, I can link you to the VOD in the description of this video, but it's something that Pig did. A lot of fun. This double gas, immediate roach warren opening, which Alchemy scouted. Mind you, he knows roaches and ravagers are on the way. So immediate cannon coming up, forge first, and then a gateway, and another cannon. He doesn't know how to wall this map off because this is from 2012. Even if he played on this map back then, it's been, what, 9 years? So how's he going to remember that? Slowlings are coming in. All right, is this... He's like, this isn't a wall. My probe can get through. Crap, 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 crap. Pylon, go! Panic. You can feel the panic here, right? He's like, I need to wall off properly. Please tell me that's walled off at least. Okay, so Ling dies. First blood. First blood engaged. And then Cybercore. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know if Double Gate and then Cybercore is the right answer here. If you scout roaches, you probably want Void Rays, which is something Pig said when he was live casting this, right? If you get a Void Ray out, you can kind of shut this down, but 3 Ravager Rush, bam, here it is. Scarlett busting it out, recognizing the faster she kills her opponent, the harder it is for them to claim the prize. So, oh man, we're so far away from Void Rays, though. This really should have been a Cybercore. I say with all of my Protoss defending against 3 Ravager Rush expertise, right? That's me. So making Zealots, but like, just is not enough. It's not enough to have Zealots against these dudes. I mean, a Stalker can trade pretty well, and the Cybercore is done. This is interesting. So great high ground spotting here by the Overlord. Going to corrosive pile down this pylon. Probably get this cannon while we're at it. Burn down a gateway. Why not? Cannon down. La 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 la. Ravagers are casually killing stuff. Hot. I'm taking a couple hits from the cannon, but you know, working it down, and then 3 corrosive biles. Bam, dead. She knows exactly how many biles and how many attacks it needs from a Ravager to take down a cannon, and this little triple pylon play. Shield batteries up to heal the absolutely nothing. Trying to get a robotics facility out, I guess, but it's... Oh, everything is depowered. Alchemy. I mean, see, this is what usually happens when a professional player, i.e. Champ Scarlett, comes up against a diamond level player and a scrub like me. And like Alchemy here is bad thing. So now this is basically Alchemy trying to stay alive, right? You gotta kill my buildings first. And you gotta maybe hunt down all my probes. Buying time, 4 minutes. We're just trying to stay alive here. We can build another Nexus somewhere. But, oh, Ravager's chasing us down. Slow Lings are chasing us down. He's trying to split off. These buildings have to stay alive in order for Alchemy to buy more time here. Can these 3 probes fight this one slow Ling? Well, not if... I don't think 2 can. Maybe 3 can with incredible micro. Another assimilator on the way. Buying time. Buying time. Rawr. Another probe dying. This time to drones. Sure, these drones are out for Scarlett, but there's also a roach. I guess drones are faster than roaches. So the drone can chase this sucker down and embroider it whenever it feels like it. So this assimilator is going to die. Alchemy is out of money. He's running out of time desperately here, and yeah. So, I ever tell you this story? I played against In Control in StarCraft 2. I went to PAX in 2013. How does Neeb drag games out to 1 hour? Says Alchemy. Well, he's got to learn how to handle a 3 Ravager rush first. That's part of the plan. Just make a fist, says Pig. It's Void Rays, says Scarlett. 199 army supply, please. Heck yes, Pig is right. So anyway, I was at PAX 2013. There was a really nice StarCraft 2 booth there. It was super cool. Heart of the Swarm was brand new. I'd been laddering a whole bunch. I signed up on a list to complete against In Control. And it was right before lunch. And he was like, all right, let's do one more before lunch. Let's do one more game. He'd just been killing everybody like this, right? So he commences to bunker rush the ever-loving crap out of me. And it was the same thing. I'd scouted, right? I'd sent my little drone across. I know what was happening. GG from Alchemy showing the good manner. And bam, Scarlett gets the win. So yeah, In Control, that was just the same thing. He bunker rushed me. He had a bunker here and like here. And like at my natural. And like I went pool first. So I was trying to deal with it. But it was just too much. And In Control was too good. And GG. Same thing here. So well done, Alchemy. Good showing there. 5 minutes and 49 seconds. I believe the record last I checked was about 9 minutes from somebody staying alive versus Scarlett's attempt to murder them. So that's fun. But yeah, again, Gateway, Cybercore, Stargate, Void Ray would have really helped things stay alive here immensely. But yeah, good game. Good game for sure. And man, I told you we'd have pro level stuff today. We do. Zest and Scarlett. Good heavens. And ProbeScout at that. I think he deserves to be in the ranks of pros now that he's taken Zest down. All right. We got more cheese, though. We're not done yet. We're here on Arctic Dream, a 2v2 map for the next game of the cheese comp. It's going to be Team South, Dark Angel, and their teammates Stalker, a PvT team. And in the north, we've got Plays Badly, the Terran player. And we've got lioncat, our purple Zerg. This map is dark, man. All right, so is this a new map in the 2v2 pool for the new ladder season? All right, man. So we've got an expansion here. Oh, a very safe expansion. Yeah, very, very safe expansion. Leading down into a fairly easy to take third, wide open, but Zergs don't care about that. And wow, a 4th base as well? Well, maybe shared between these two players, right? Oh, it's going to be a proxy here from Dark Angel. All right, so no expanding today for Dark Angel. Did this get scouted? No, it hasn't actually been scouted. I don't know if he saw the SCV come up, though, and is suspicious and is throwing down a pylon here to deal with it. Oh, no, this is actually Stalker. I'm an idiot. Stalker's also cannon rushing. So it's a cannon rusher proxy combo in 2v2 land, which is honestly a lot of what 2v2 is, which is why I don't like 2v2s as much. I prefer 3s and 4s, just there's more macro out there. Sure, you get cheese from time to time, and 3-player cheese is hard to deal with, but, you know, people are more apt to go and actually macro up out there, I feel like. I don't know, I could be wrong about that. Anyway, what are we doing? Well, walling off, that's one thing. And you need vision up here for this to really work. And there we go. Probe moves up. Starting to work away on the supply depot. Meanwhile, oh, this is not actually a barracks. I'm blind as a bat. Is this a planetary fortress rush? Dude. Dude. The answer is there's an engineering base, so heck yes it is. All right, man. Plays Badly here is getting cannon rushed. And, oh gosh, pylon, just high ground. Just wants the high ground, doesn't want cannons or anything up here. He's going to distract the crap out of you. Sure, you can work down these pylons. Ooh, the probe died. That's nice. Good target firing there inside the bunker. What is over here? Help, lioncat. Oh, his pool just finished. He went hatch first. Okay, so he was macro opening. That's not ideal. And then the Marine with the block. Hot stuff. Oh! No! No, it was hot stuff. No! Planetary upgrading. You're worrying about the cannons, trying to burn down your supply depot. You're draining a lot of resources, trying to keep the supply depot alive. SCVs are fighting the planetary as hard as they can. The supply depot's going to die. There's just no saving it at all. Ugh. Supply depot down. Dark Angel's SCV is here. For what purpose? I don't know. Can you make a run by the bunker and try to repair the planetary? It's gonna finish. How much HP it will have? I think it can kill all these SCVs. Okay. Okay, trying to kill it is a little counterproductive at this point. There you go. So let it burn down. Let it work away on this bunker as it gets fired at as well. Repair the bunker. Repair the bunker. Another cannon's coming up on the high ground. The Marine has to choose between what to do here. But guess what? Guess who's got a proxy? Lioncat has a proxy here. And Slowlings and Roaches are going to take down Stalker on the other side of the map. Stalker doesn't have any defensive cannons. This planetary is going to die. This cannon... Oh my gosh, the cannon's alive though. Oh, it's so almost dead, but it's not dead. It's going to regenerate health. Throw up a shield battery. Oh, that Marine. Oh, that Marine very bravely takes it down and then dies. That's humongous. That's really, really big. That cannon died. Also, everything is going down for Stalker here. Blah, 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 blah. That's it for him. Ooh, who's alive over here? Dark Angel. He's making Marines back at home. He's walling off. He's trying to stay alive versus this whole stuff. Oh, Dark Angel got an SCV into repair. Are you kidding me right now? And yeah, okay. So Stalker's expanding here. Did the planetary kill this Nexus? Oh, it's not a Nexus. I'm an idiot. That is a command center. So he flies the command center away. He says, I have a safe place to expand to. We've already talked about this, haven't we? Yes, we have. And then this all dies, yada, yada, yada. And the barracks flies away too, because planetaries are bad at chasing things down. Also, cannons are very bad at that. So, all right. So the planetary's only got 10 kills, which, you know, something. Stalker is building a home away from home here on the corpse of what is left here for Plays Badly. But guess what? A million roaches are here to murder Dark Angel. If these were Ravagers, I'd feel awesomer about this. But, oh, the door's wide open. Okay. I don't know that it really matters. I mean, that supply depot is going to die anyway to this number of lings and roaches. Do they have speed? Heck no. He's kind of working on speed, but it doesn't matter. Nothing here can run away from slow lings. If they were Marines with stim, it'd be a different matter, but there's none of that whatsoever. So Dark Angel lifts off. And, well, Stalker's actually mining from his main because nobody was left behind to make sure this didn't happen. Got to be careful with that stuff. Plays Badly. He's got a Marine to keep this incredibly long-winded cannon rush at bay. But we have proxy gateway now, right? So now we can make zealots to try to mess you up. Oh, Roach did. Oh, everyone actually came back to check this out. Some of us did anyway. Army's a little bit split up here. Dark Angel does not float back to this area. Even though he could, these SCVs could be working. I guess they couldn't because the roaches and lings would prevent that from happening. But alright, so Stalker's Nexus is going to die. And Marines are going after Stalker's Nexus up here. Again, taking over his own base. He's taking personal offense to this. Zealots are here, but Zealots are slow, and they're really bad against Marines for the same reason that they're bad against Stalkers. And again, Marines do very poorly against Zealots because they don't do a ton of damage to them, but actually, surprisingly high amounts of damage to their shields. So, Zealot has to pull back. A Stalker would be great from Stalker, but he doesn't have a Cyber Core. Nor is he building one, actually. He only knows how to make gateways and forges, it would seem. So, Lings are checking stuff out. They've got speed now. They can easily check for where on Earth stuff is. And Dark Angel just lands back in his main. Just lands right back in his main. Everything is cool. Possibly the coolest. Zealot. No. Get him. Get him. Brah, got a hit off. Every hit off is a big hit because these are not getting healed at all. There is no sign of a starport whatsoever, but there are tanks. And you know what shuts down a cannon rush better than anything? A siege tank. This is why Terrans should never die to cannon rushes, because getting a siege tank out shuts everything down. Planetary dies to the siege tank. Nexus dies of the siege tank. Stalker taps out, and I mean, yeah, these links shut that down, and bam, plays badly, and lioncat are your winners in 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Well done. Well done indeed, representatives of the Falcon Paladin clan. Excellent, excellent work. Tons. I mean, just really, really good 2v2. That was immensely entertaining. Just nonstop action. It's really rough to lose your main base and have somebody else from the enemy take it back and win anyway, but getting up to that tank was a beautiful job. And then lioncat, just casually, nobody bothered him in this game. The only player not bothered just gets roaches and lings out, wanders across the map, kills everything, and calls it good. That's why you have a teammate. That's what 2v2s are for. So GG. Everybody concentrated on killing plays badly. They forgot about the dangerous lioncat. Well done. All right, cool stuff. I mean, if you believe me, we've got several more cheese games to go here, and they're all excellent. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Join the Discord if you haven't. There's probably a link to that in the description, but if you want it, I'll send you a link directly. Come hang out with me and other StarCraft fans. Brood War and StarCraft 2. A lot of StarCraft 2 fans there, too. More. It's another ProbeScout game, but it's not against Zest. Bottom left, it is LeCatgirl. And in the top right, we've got ProbeScout. So a PvT here on Oxide. Not a weird map, not a professional player in sight, but ProbeScout can take down Zest. So it makes him an honorary professional player at the level of Zest, right? Professional is a weird term. If you do something for money, by definition, you are a professional, right? But a lot of people have made, like, I don't know, 50 bucks or 100 bucks from StarCraft, and I don't consider them a professional, but maybe other people do. Anyway, Forge coming up for ProbeScout, so it's going to be a cannon rush, and I said it was easy to defeat a cannon rush as Terran because you have tanks, right? But if it's a 1-rax expand, the factory is very far away. It's like, Catgirl says, I'm not entirely sure I want to expand. Let's see what this probe is up to. Ah, yes, double pylon. Fighting here. Ooh, all right. So inside the pocket, where? Oh man, that SCV is going to die, isn't he? Good fighting, good fight indeed. Walling off with pylons, and then, ta-da! Cannon. All right, Catgirl. Put some more workers back on gas here. Rush to tank. Get a bunker out. Yes, okay, that's fine. Everything is cool. Get Marines and bunkers, but... yeah, okay, so saturating the gas. Trying to get up to 100 gas here for a factory. But do we have enough time for that? This is a very concentrated and very, very heavy cannon rush. Yeah. Alright, man. So SCV dead. SCV dead. Great positioning this probe. There's a sweet spot. Well, you're not all the way up the ramp, but you're not so far down the ramp that you can't see anything. It's very, very tricky stuff. But, ka-chow, 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 ka-chow. All right, man. So SCV's dying. Bunker trying to finish. Trying to desperately to finish here, but the repair on the bunker means it can win. There's no shield batteries up yet, nor are there any shield batteries on the way, so this first cannon dies. All right, where's your factory? There it is. Okay. All right, LeCatgirl has not forgot about the importance of the factory. That SCV needs to be in position where it can't get hit by the cannon. Is there such a position, though? Okay, so keeping that probe off the ramp is going to be very useful here. I think LeCatgirl is doing a great job with this. Oh, the Zealot, though. Oh, cannon down. Cannon down. 3 Marines in the bunker. Pretty intense stuff. More Marine production happening, but recognizing the importance of having enough money to get a tech lab out and start tank production. Marines coming out of the safety of their bunker to fight against the tyranny of pylons. There's a gateway here. There's another cannon coming up. Double gas back home from ProbeScout and a cybernetics core. What's the follow-up from Le ProbeScout? The answer will be, I'm guessing, well, apparently it's Adepts. All right, so an Adept is on the way out of the gateway now. No more Zealots. Not as good. Adepts are better against Marines anyway. But, man, if a tank comes out, yeah, look at that. Tech Lab, beautiful job by LeCatgirl, and then tank go. Beautiful. Okay, so 320 on that tank. Cannons can't kill anything, so they're going to take out their frustration on the unbuildable rocks. Get those suckers out there instead. Shield battery. Ooh, it is going to be a Stargate, though. I thought maybe it was going to be a Stargate. Using the shade to get free shots off on the bunker without taking any damage yourself is genius. That's pretty good, and the shield battery heals up the damage, any damage that you took. You can't kill the shade. Oh, that's so frustrating. But, I mean, it doesn't last long enough to really... I don't know. It doesn't last long enough. Oh, it's a Cyclone. The production, I assumed Siege Tank. But, like, I guess the Cyclone's better at dealing with any potential Stargate shenanigans that are follow up here, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe a Void Ray. Hey, check it out. A Void Ray's on the way. Yeah, fair enough. A Siege Tank would not do as well as a Cyclone would against a Void Ray. Reasonable. Oh, Adept goes down. A little bit sloppy there from ProbeScout. Adept does die. These guys can't even hit that cannon. They're being outranged. Cyclone's got 0 kills, but is forcing a cancel on a shield battery down there. More Cyclones. Get them. 2 Cyclones are out. All right, now. Take down, lock on the Void Ray, force it back to the shield batteries. It's functionally immortal as long as those shield batteries have energy. It's super frustrating and very annoying and very dumb. But it is what it is. Honestly, a tank? I guess you're worried about the Void Ray coming in and just burning it down, right? You are. You're worried about it. Pylon, shield battery on the heel. But how much energy is being... oh, it drains it. It completely drains it. Of all its energy. This one has a bunch, but that secondary one is out for now. I'm going to try to take down this cannon, but look at this range. This is beautiful positioning from LeCatgirl. So, I mean, no damage on the Void Ray, but that doesn't really matter. Trying to kill things that are creeping up your ramp is more important. And the Tempest. We have not seen this from ProbeScout in a hot minute. I feel like it's been 4 or 5 cheese comps since we've seen this Tempest stuff out of ProbeScout, but LeCatgirl seems honestly way better at this than I am. I would have made a Siege Tank first, but look at how LeCatgirl can use Cyclones. Again, the MMR here is definitely 100% GM. Jeez, that damage, the burst damage is excellent on that lock-on ability. Hoorah! Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha! That bunker is gonna die. The repair is not actually ample, I guess. I guess the Tempest is bringing in additional damage, but that bunker dying, I'm not sure how much it matters necessarily. I think repairing your Cyclones is probably a better deal. I love the Viking production here too, though. The Viking can outrange the Tempest. Wait, can it? I should know this. Siege Tank up, so now you start to worry about the Void Ray jumping on it, but bug protecting it. If there was a turret here to additionally protect, that'd be amazing. And yeah, see, Tempest sits back here, fires away. Lock on, lock on, lock on, lock on. Losing a Cyclone. Not losing a Cyclone, but also trying to burn down a gateway. Sure, why not? Repaired. Oh, Void Ray for a tank. Trades out. It trades out. ProbeScout wishes he still had that Void Ray, but no. He sacrifices it to make sure the tank dies. Another tank is coming up, though. And if a tank can just start firing on these cannons and these shield batteries, this gets a lot easier to deal with. But repair the Siege Tank. I know you're trying to do a billion things at once. Repair the Siege Tank. It's gonna die. Okay, it's dead. All right. Well, maybe that was intentional. I don't know. Viking count getting a little bit crispy here, too. I don't know what that means in this context. ProbeScout has taken a bottom right base. So expanded. A Terran 1 base versus officially a 2-basing Protoss right now is not very good if you ask me. But can we... Oh, Marine comes down the ramp, dies. Unfortunate. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, at this point, the turret's not going to help all that much. Hoorah. 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 I mean, LeCatgirl's kind of just getting whittled down here a little bit. Right? Just a bit. Army value is 29 to 22. The Vikings decide to go base trade, I guess. They've decided they don't want to deal with these Tempests anymore. So, alright. The problem is recall's available. And even if your Vikings get over here and start killing stuff, the Tempest can recall home and handle it. That is, again, recall is a great spell that Protoss has available to them. By default, mind you. They don't have to research this. They don't have to invest anything in it. It's just energy. So these guys can wipe out a probe line real fast because they do bonus versus mechanical, which is what probes are. The probes run for it. They could actually probably recall down here. But they just run. They're not worried about anything else. This poor bunker has been killed about 8 times but repaired before it dies. Ugh. Okay, so bunker down. Vikings are somewhere else at the moment. I mean, it'd be so much better if they were here. Ugh. Refinery down. Lock on. Like, how much has actually died here? Oh, Void Raid, 2 Adepts. I mean, none of these Tempests have died. They've just been supremely well microed, and they're going to lose another. Oh! Jinx! I jinxed it. A Tempest died. Can we hold on? Says Cat Girl. Can we do it? If these Vikings were doing anything other than this, I'd feel better about it. So here's, oh my gosh, another expansion from ProbeScout. He's just getting some pretty good value here. I mean, it is honestly not that different on the resources lost. A Tempest dies for, okay, for a Cyclone. Another Tempest goes down. All right. I mean, I don't know, man. We've seen ProbeScout take down so many Terrans with this proxy Tempest stuff. We've seen him lose to it too, though. Lose with it, actually. Where the initial, it's a bunker, right? And then there's a turret that comes up. You deal with the initial Void Ray that way. And then just a ton of Cyclones. Maybe hunting expansions like this. Ooh, Stalkers are up, but they don't do bonus. They take bonus damage. When you're in the sky, are actually worse, guys. Ah, well. Well, they're all dead. The Tempest might kill a Tempest. They are. Okay, all right, but all of them go down. So that is 3 Tempests killed. But additionally, what do we got? 4 Cyclones, 5 Vikings. Army value is now 32 to 23 in favor of the Protoss. Good snipe of a cannon while the Tempests are away. The Cyclones will play. And now that the ramp is wide open, ProbeScout feels safe enough to poke in here. He's got Blink on his Stalkers. Heck yes. Heck yes. Beautifully done. Trying to whittle down. Viking down, fighting hard. Not pulling back, and there's your GG. ProbeScout is your winner here in 10 minutes and 57 seconds. Longer than 7 minutes, yes. But I will tell you that when it comes down to games that are action-packed, you can go a little bit over 7 minutes, okay? All right, fair enough, man. So, excellent micro. 263 APM for LeCatgirl, 155 from ProbeScout. Whew, 4 Tempests died and a Void Ray. 19 Marines, 2 tanks, 5 Cyclones, and 7 Vikings went down. Just overall, close game there. I mean, ProbeScout could have lost that either way with a couple more Tempests dying. And maybe a couple more Cyclones out here for LeCatgirl would be enough. But I think LeCatgirl just kind of got tired of it, which is honestly a fairly common reaction that we've seen from people when they're playing against ProbeScout's strategy here. Is they're just like, fine. Fine, GG, and you're out, you know? Okay, so more ProbeScout on the way, believe it or not, but also more not ProbeScout coming in. Stick with it. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We're on Romanta's side. It's a PvZ cheese, which we have seen earlier today between Scarlett and Alchemy. Bottom right, it is MantasM, and in the top left, we've got Crustanus. Crustanus. I think I nailed that. Hooray! All right, so who's going to be the cheeser here? If you haven't checked out the Falcon Paladin Hour on your podcast app, you probably should. It's myself and Somicron talking about StarCraft 2. Me love you, says Crustanus. Oh, what? Says MantasM. Anyway, we talk about StarCraft 2, we talk about movies and anime and books and movies and all sorts of great stuff that we're interested in. A lot of just kind of nerd culture stuff. If you're into it, check it out. The Falcon Paladin Hour. You can just search it on the internet. It'll come up to Somicron's YouTube page, which is where the VODs are. You can also find us on twitch.tv/Somicron every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, or 11, what am I talking about? 9 p.m. Eastern. Or just search as we go for the proxy hatch from Crustanus. Yes, love our proxy hatch. Just search Falcon Paladin in your podcast app, whether it's Apple Podcasts or it's on Spotify or on Google Podcasts or Stitcher or any of that stuff that you're happen to be going with, all right? Search Falcon Paladin Hour, you will find it. All right, so Forging a Gateway coming up here for Mantas, dealing with the proxy hatch. I like that play. Pool coming up from Crustanus back home. Yeah, so basically get a zealot out, get a cannon up, and you should be good to go. I mean, maybe I'd feel better maybe if we brought a few probes over, 4 or 5 probes, start working away on this thing so it doesn't finish at all. That'd be great. But if you can kill it before a queen comes out, you're generally very fine. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, cannon 1, cannon 2. Actually not making a zealot, so he's definitely planning on this thing finishing. He just wants anything that comes out of it to die a terrible, horrible death. The problem, however, is if a queen does come out, she throws down a creep tumor up here, and your cannons can't reach it. And then there's creep in your natural, and that totally sucks. So, Mantas on the cannon response here, kind of, sort of trying to, I mean, he's trying to wall off the cannon so it can't be attacked from 360 degrees. You know what? This is working out. And Kristanis doesn't have the money to make a queen either. So this is probably just totally a dead hatch, I'd say. So the Lings recognize we're not going to kill that cannon. Let's go. Run. Bring your drones. This is a wall, though. Oh, man. Well, okay. So expanding up there, Kristanis suddenly has a bunch of cash. He decides to defend something. He's like, if only Lings had a ranged attack, I could deal with this very easily. Broodlings pop out, don't accomplish anything. I mean, making sure that these larvae don't turn into anything at all is good, and they're going to die before they can. Excellent. Well done indeed. And at this point, it's proxy gate. All right, so Mantas says one good cheese deserves another. So why not here? Probe gets the high ground. So many Lings have died to it. To this cannon. Oh my gosh. Pylon. It's a pylon. Kristanis is going to double expand in response to this. This is interesting. Kind of. Get a Roach Warren. You need Ravagers to deal with this. Ravagers would be a great answer to this. Meanwhile, what's Mantas doing back home? Nothing. He's got Zealots. He has a Cyber Core. He could make, you know, Adepts or Stalkers if he wanted. Sentries, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, two Spines seems a little bit overkill at this stage. A Roach Horn would be so good. But, you know, I've personally been in this situation before, and I don't make a Roach Horn, and I feel bad. The creep is preventing this from happening. Shield battery, no. Get it, Zerglings. Okay. Forcing a cancel is all good. The Adept is so good versus Slow Lings. Okay, Slow Lings doing alright against his attempt to throw up stuff on the high ground. They're sacrificing their little Zergy lives. But they're going to take this Pylon down. If the Spines would help, that'd be nice, say the Zerglings. Alright, Pylon dies. All but 3 of the Lings go down. Now the Spines are coming up and in range of a cannon, so cancel that. There you go. That's a good spot. That's a good spot, like in that one. Adept is in here, and Kristanis' base is going to die. Zerglings, get a full surround. No, kill the Adept first. The Pylon is a problem, but not as big as the Adept. Okay, so the Adept is... Oh, the Zealot, actually. We're really concerned about not killing the Adept first. She already has 5 kills. She's dead now, though. Look who made a Void Ray. When did... Oh, I was super blind to that Stargate, I guess. Apparently, Kristanis was 2. How many queens does he have? 1. That is not enough. A Void Ray will take down a queen. What does that say? And you continue, you effing noob. Sure. That's definitely some bad manner there, I would say. But, yeah. So Castratus goes for the proxy hatch, gets completely shut down, and then gets cannon rushed in response, proxy void raided, and dies. Void raided? Kind of like that, actually. Void raid, like you're raided with void rays. Kind of like that one. So, good game. I mean, resources lost is pretty even. 1,200 to 1,100. 27 Lings died. Woof. A lot of pylons, 2 cannons, a zealot, 2 adepts. But at the end of the day, there wasn't enough anti-air to handle a void ray, because they're good units. And GG. GG, therefore, Kristanis. MantasM is the winner. Excellent. Are we done? Heck no! We are not done. We have so much more cheese to go. It's going to be excellent. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy October. We'll be back with more cheese in a second. What can I say? The screeners really like ProbeScout this month. Bottom left, we've got ProbeScout here on Beckett Industries. Top right, we've got JahlthBer. Health bar? I have no idea. We're going to call him Jahealth. How about that? All right. So, who's going to be cheesing here? I assume it's going to be ProbeScout, but maybe this is him defending a cheese. He is part of Pig's clan. If you don't know who Pig is, he is an excellent caster. He casts professional tournaments a lot. He streams a whole lot. And he knows a lot about StarCraft 2, more than me, that's for sure. All right, man. So, gateway first here from Jahlth. And ProbeScout is just, saving up for a Nexus? Maybe he was AFK. No, it's a oh, hang on a second. Yeah, I kind of feel like Probe was AFK at the beginning of this game. Yeah, he's got 19 APM right now. Oh well, might as well cannon rush, says ProbeScout. This is not Probe the Australian Protoss, just ProbeScout, right? Calling him Probe is a little bit confusing, so I'll call him ProbeScout. Oh my gosh. Cybernetics core coming up. And where is a good place to put a cannon here? Protected by pylons. Oh, right here. Oh, just milliseconds too late with the defense of the probes there. Ugh. StarCraft and StarCraft 2 are both very unforgiving if you're just a second too late, right? Bam. Cannon. Double gas already, so a one-base play here. Come on, Cybernetics core, finish. I really need you to finish. ProbeScout's ready and willing to throw down another pylon. Ready for it? He's going to... Oh, he does! He gets it! Oh, it's so brutal. And then the secondary pylons here. Only one probe can attack this cannon. It's gonna come up. Ooh, that's a lot of probes gonna attack this pylon, though. This is actually a bit of a race. Can the cannon finish? A Zealot's here. Those Zealots helping a lot. Okay, so the Zealot's definitely the priority. The Zealot needs to die, and then we start to work on probes, but... Oh, my gosh. Okay, probe down. Probe down. It's 2 shots here, and I think that cannon's gonna die. Oh, my gosh. Is this held by Jahlth? Cannon gets 7 kills, does go down. A gateway on the way from ProbeScout. And another pylon. And, oh, these guys are now stuck. He's got probes. He's got 5 probes stuck in Pylonville. Did his probe die? It's hard for me to tell what color these are. His probe is leaving. Okay. So the probe's like, job well done. Thanks for asking. I am throwing up a gate. Well, canceling the gateway. ProbeScout Cyber Core is here too, which is hilarious. And the follow-up is, well, getting a second gas and I guess throwing out a Cyber Core at home would be the assumption. Or maybe he just lets this one act as his Cyber Core, which, sure, it is. It worked. I mean, it's powered. It's going to be powered for a while because this pylon's going to die, but this one is still up. And he's making a Stargate. He's proxying a Stargate. Where on... I'm so blind, you guys. I am. Where is it? Is this his? No. That's a Cyber Core. That's a gateway. That... Oh, I'm an idiot. That shit has Stargate. Derp. Alright. Falcon is on top of things today, that's for sure. I don't have 3 brain cells. Maybe it's 4. Alright. So, this is a proxy gateway. I was just seeing the future there. It's an Oracle here for JahlthBer. And working away on this Cyber Core is this Zealot. Very hardworking. 5 kills already. Alright, man. So, shield battery is coming up just in case a Void Ray or, you know, an Oracle shows up. Preparing for the future, as always, is ProbeScout. And, yeah, I like how he uses different moves here. He's like, shh, shh. Is he gonna see this? He's gotta see this. He sees it now. Come on, he sees it. And he expands? There's a cannon. Okay, he cancels it. Look, there's a cannon right here. Ooh, a depth for ProbeScout. Gonna take a hit. No, does die. Zealot takes it down. And it's gonna be an Oracle. And do you have defense against an Oracle? No. But there's a Void Ray coming in. Dude, this is an intense game. These are some intense ProbeScout games right now. So, zoom. You have nothing that can shoot up. Blah, 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 blah. We're just going to get 4 kills, 5 kills. Chase you around, 6 kills. Oh, 5 kills. There is a Void Ray, so the Oracle must flee after getting 5 kills, which is pretty good here. 23 to 18 total workers. I don't know where the Oracle... Did he end up... He does have an Oracle. It's here. And it has 0 kills. So I assume it tried to kill some stuff, but the shield battery saved the day. As it does. Oh, man. Cybernetic score finally goes down for ProbeScout. Right about here. Shield battery, another Stargate. So you could just pull back to the shield battery and the cannon. Cannon, ow, ow. Every shot on that Void Ray is a good shot. There are shield batteries to pull back to. So this has turned into defensive shield battery Void Ray versus offensive shield battery Void Ray. I kind of think JahlthBer has got the upper hand here. He has the Void Ray count lead anyway, with 2 to 0, which is bad. Also, oh, blocking the expansion with the pylon. Beautiful move by JahlthBer. Cannon firing, shield battery firing. Who's going to lose their Void Ray first? Oh, little careless. No, JahlthBer loses both his Void Rays. Oh, that went from JahlthBer has a nice lead here all of a sudden to ProbeScout wins the game really, really fast. Whew, 1,400 to 1,200 resources lost that game. 2 Void Rays, 2 Zealots, 12 probes down is a lot to overcome. But it's 24 to 22 workers. JahlthBer has a nice little worker count here. It's just the army value is the larger problem, right? It's a Void Ray versus a Stalker that can kill it. It's not enough. It's just not enough here. I guess did depower. It's premature. Feels a little premature. Where are all of your probes? And why are they down here? Did the Oracle come? Oh, the Oracle came back. So the Oracle was over here denying stuff while this was happening. Fair enough. And the Stalker's trying to deal with it. All right, good deal. Good deal. All right, GG. Got a couple more games to go. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We'll be right back. It's another TvT. It's another HyperONE game. Bottom right, it is HyperONE. Top left on Romantis side, it is Cyrilli. Ooh, HyperONE's getting cheesed here today, and he is cheesing as well. So double cheese. Double proxy racks. We're going to see who comes out on top here. HyperONE does send in losses sometimes. So we don't know if he's going to win this game. I really do appreciate people sending in losses if they send in a lot of games. It just keeps me on my toes and the viewers as well. All right, man. So neither of them catch any whiff of this. Is this just HyperONE doing his double SCV harass shenanigans that really shouldn't work, but by golly, he just does it with such aplomb and such technical prowess that it works, right? Kills a ton. This isn't even a proxy. I mean, not yet. It could be. All right, so harass. There's barracks, 2 barracks coming up here. HyperONE might just be in trouble. Like, I don't mean, okay, 1 SCV goes down. HyperONE gets the victory that he needs. And a lot of lost mining time here, too, from Cyrilli. Yeah, it's Cyrilli. That's what we're going to call you here. But these 2 barracks are coming up. Nothing stopping those. HyperONE not paying attention to anything anything outside his front door. He's not scouting at all. He's too busy being aggressive, which I totally understand. Any more SCVs dial while was away? Nah. And now comes the late proxy from HyperONE, but he doesn't have a barracks at home. Oh, is he going to scout this? Dude, HyperONE? You madman. Totally accidentally scouts this. I think he sent this SCV to or he just sent it on a scouting spree, right? It's like, is there anything around here? And then there was. He just keeps looking anyway. Sure, why not? SCV battle to the death. HyperONE loses his SCV. He's very distracted by this right now, which is fair. Extremely fair. Bunker coming up. Cyrilli's playing this like he's playing against a Zerg. What are you doing, man? Why would you bunker here? I guess you're away from the ramp. You're worried about Marines shooting you while it's building? Fair. Also, there's no gas at all for Cyrilli, so there's no tanks coming. There's no medevacs coming. There's no cyclone. This is 1,000,000,000% going to be bunkers and unupgraded Marines all the livelong day, and HyperONE's got a bunker on the high ground. So, like, okay, what's your plan now, dude? HyperONE can't leave. Neat. You can't get up that ramp either, and you only have 1 base yourself, and HyperONE has gas. So he can throw up a factory pretty quickly. He can afford one right now. make a factory, get a tank, and just ruin your day. So he really is honestly treating this like it's against a Zerg player. You could do this against Zerg, because Zerg only has slowlings and queens to fight you, and Marines are kind of good against those. But Marines going up a ramp into a bunker are bad. HyperONE's proxying a factory over here, because of course he is. HyperONE is doing HyperONE things. Creativity on the ladder is always appreciated. I know what Stefan was talking about today. These are all very, very fun games for sure. Let's see. Quick plug for the Patreon. Patreon.com/FalconPaladin. If you appreciate all the content I put out 5 times a week for you StarCraft 2 fans on the channel, you can hit me up there for just $1 a month. You gain access to... I'll do a weekly StarCraft 2 cast. Or I do a weekly StarCraft 2 cast. That shows up on Patreon.com/FalconPaladin a month before it arrives here. And I try to choose good games from recent tournaments. You get those hot off the presses, and then you get to see them before anybody else on the YouTube channel, which is nice. Some people even say they watch them on Patreon and then they forget the game, and then they get to watch it again on YouTube a month later, so it's like a double cast for them. Hooray, extra cast per week. Anywho, there's other levels there too. At $10 a month, you can send me a replayed cast, which you're probably aware of. You've probably seen me do those before. HyperONE's factory gets shut down by the Marines of Cyrillia that show up. He wants a starport here, though. It feels like battlecruiser to me. This really feels like he has all the gas in the world for battlecruiser operational. And look at this. Cyrillia building his natural and HyperONE's natural. That's really dangerous, man. A siege tank just sits right here and just burns it down. Oh, well. Hey, builds the factory, lifts it up into the main base, which the Marines know, because the Marines saw this happen. Kill the add-on. This is going to be a tank. Okay. A tank it is. And this is going to be a Liberator. Oh. Oh, I do like Liberator here for sure. Can they kill the factory before the tank comes out? Additional Marines would be nice. A mule gets called down. And the repair will save the day. Somehow those buzzsaws on the end of that mule are repairing this factory. What a scene this is. Siege tank pops out. Bah, bah, pop you in the face. Bah, bah, pop you in the face. Bah, 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 pop you in the face. This guy's got, I mean, he's kicking butt, taking names. This Liberator wanders in. There's no anti-air left. No. Oh, wait. There are Marines for Cyrillia, but they're over here sending 3 of them home, but they have to walk, and all the mining is done. And Cyrillia has 200 minerals and whatever he can mine from this area, which he can because there's no tank to shut him down. So this is turning interesting all of a sudden. Siege tank up. Supply blocked is going to make him, or is trying to make a medevac here as HyperONE can't do it. The supply block is real. So this... No! Don't come in range of the planet. Planetary. He doesn't even have high-sec auto tracking. No one has any upgrades at all. Dude, making a tank here would win the video game, HyperONE. You shut this down with the tank. There's nothing that can stop a tank on the high ground. This siege tank, man, 14 kills siege tank. I don't think he's set up in siege mode once. Man. So Liberator's got 4 kills, which is nice. But a lot of the SCBs made it down here, and Cyrillia actually has income and actually has barracks with which to build Marines. But once again, though, the Marines are not capable of getting up this ramp. There are 2 bunkers. A siege tank. Ah, my kingdom for a siege tank. We have done it. It is a siege tank, ladies and gentlemen. Lol, IDK, says Cyrillia and taps out. Does he know about this tank? He's just like, what am I doing? How do I expect to hold this? I've lost my main, lost total control. He's actually expanding here, which is not a bad idea. I kind of feel like he could have lived. The siege tank shows up, right? And it kills a couple SCVs. You run the SCVs here, and you mule up a bunch. You get some gas going. You can maybe do this. It is 27 to 11 workers, though. That's really bad. Tricky spot to be in for sure, but HyperONE gets the win. Resources lost are 1,300 to 300. That one siege tank really doing all the cost effectiveness today. Yo. Yo, 17 SCVs, 7 Marines go down for Cyrilli, HyperONE. Okay, final game of the day. You're not going to want to miss this one either. This has been very good. Hit that like button if you haven't so far. And we'll be back with the final cheese for October 2021. For the final cheese of the day, it is game 2 of a best of 3 between Zest and ProbeScout from the ESL Open number 90. Top right on Juggernautha, it is Zest. Bottom left here, we've got ProbeScout up 1 game to 0. All right, Mr. Probe, you're up to no good here, aren't you? Man, Zest was the number 1 seed in the entire open bracket, and as far as I know, ProbeScout was number 32. The 32 seed versus number 1. All right, man. Holy smoke-a-roonies. That was amazing. That first one, earlier in the cast, did you see that? Did you skip over it? Did you skip over that one? Because you were like, Zest versus ProbeScout. That's not even fair. Yeah, maybe it's not fair for Zest. You don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Bam. Zest sees it. Bum, 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 bum. Respects it. Respects it hard this time. 3 probes fighting. Just kidding. 2 probes fighting. Oh my gosh. Yes, he does have another. He got 4 probes fighting. No, he found the corner. He found the corner. All right, probes, fight. Do everything you can to kill these pylons. Get in there. Kill them. Kill them all. Dude, Zest has pulled a lot of workers off for this. Cancel. Retoss down. Get that cannon up. The cannon's super important here. Forge on the way for Zest. He's going to deal with this with cannons of his own. Second probe is here for ProbeScout. Probe number 1 is here blocking with his own body, sacrificing his little probey life. How many probes can hit this? 3. 3 probes can hit the cannon. A zealot comes out. It needs to get in there here at the cannon, and it is. It is hitting the cannon. Is this going to finish in time? It cancels. It ends up canceled. And Zest, the gas steal. A gas steal from ProbeScout. Zest has 1 gas, but he's got a lot of probes off right now. It is 20 to 16 workers, though. Zest has not been forgetting to make probes because, of course, he isn't. He's a former world champion and maybe the best Protoss in the world right now. And ProbeScout, what? ProbeScout gets the 2nd layer off. Are you kidding me? This level 2. The level 2 cannon rush is real. There are no cannons. It's just a cyber core for Zest. 2 pylon. He's using the cyber core as part of the wall here. All right, man. No! Level 3! The 3rd level of death is here. Zest desperately bringing probes to fight this whole thing. Can he get this cannon? No. It is well blocked off by a gateway and a pylon and another pylon that are almost done. He started these earlier. When Zest's attention was over here, he kept going. This should not work, ladies and gentlemen. You should not have your initial cannon rush completely shut down and then a 3rd attempt at it somehow kind of start to work here. Zealot down. And cannons for ProbeScout are getting whacked as well, fighting some of these probes. Not interested in actually fighting the cannon, strangely enough. Shield battery seems to be the priority death right now. And going to get it, because the shield battery can't heal itself. Oh, that's ProbeScout's cannon. What? Did he? Oh, he was attacking the neck. Oh my gosh, that's ProbeScout's cannon. He was attacking the Nexus, and I thought he was attacking the cannon that was Zest's. I know Zest had a... Did he have a forge? Did he cancel the forge? I don't know. Shield battery's down. Miting for Zest is not happening. Is ProbeScout gonna 2-0 Zest in one of the most amazing PvP cheeses 2 in a row of all time? Is that what's happening here? ProbeScout, he's got his own gateways up. Zest is like, this is not happening. This cannot be happening. Okay, killed one of the cannons. Awesome. Killing the 2nd cannon. Does have the shield battery to heal. Shield battery overcharge is up right now. ProbeScout trying to kill as many probes as he can. He only has 13 back home. Shield battery overcharge, rendering these probes virtually invincible, and the Zealot dies. Shield battery overcharge is a good unit. The cannons are gone. The probes are kind of going back to work. Their pathing is all sorts of messed up right now. 2 more Zealots coming from ProbeScout. He's jumping in here. He's trying to kill what he can, but bam. The Zealot dies again. Another Zealot gonna pop out. ProbeScout has no interest in really teching up all that much back home, but killing as many probes as possible. Just kidding. He is getting a cyber core back home. So maybe he has a second level ready to go here. The Zealots aren't going to be enough versus Zest. That's why he made the cybernetics core. So, oh, never mind. These are both unpowered now. He can't make any stalkers, but it's 16 to 11 total workers in favor of ProbeScout. He has a really nice worker advantage. Is it enough? Is it enough to where he can win this match? That is what we're all asking ourselves. I see you. I see you over there. You are so sneaky. Dude, ProbeScout, he wants this. He wants this so bad. He wants to be able to tell his grandkids that he defeated a world champion StarCraft 2 player in a best of 3. That's what the story he's going to tell when he's 98 years old and on his deathbed. Or maybe we'll figure it out, the secret. Maybe we'll figure out the secret to longevity and living until you're 200 by then. And then it'll be even more impressive that way back in 2021, this happened. Okay, shield battery, cannon, Stargate, ProbeScout. He's going to go for the Void Rays. The Void Ray attack. He's got a 20 to 16 worker advantage. He's got almost a fully saturated main base here. Zest does not really. He's working on these gateways so hard, but not checking his own front door. I'm going to look at his camera for just a minute. We're going to see what he sees. I think, there we go. Now we can see his camera movements, what he's looking at. He doesn't know about the Void Ray in production, but we do. Hallucinated Phoenix moving out. Doesn't check his own backyard. The Hallucinated Phoenix checks for proxies here. Doesn't see anything. Feels confident. Everything is fine. The gas steal is pretty big too, because it means you can't make any Void Rays yourself with only one gas, really. Void Ray gonna pop. Hallucinated Phoenix scouting around. What do you see? Not a whole lot, actually. There's pylons missing. There's a ton of workers, but there's nothing inside the main base. That means there's got to be a proxy somewhere, or maybe an expansion. There's not an expansion, says Zest. Okay, immediately tossing down another gateway. He's expecting proxy Void Rays from somewhere. This is not a bad spot for it, but this is a better spot for it. So the Void Ray is up. Second Stargate is up. Cannons coming in to support. Shield batteries here to support. It's 23 to 23 workers. Do you remember when I said Zest was going to catch up in the worker count? He is, and he did. ProbeScout, no interest in expanding at his own natural base for the time being. Anyway, I don't know how this is going to go. The Void Rays working on the gateway. What else is there to kill right now? Can you prismatic alignment down a stalker or two? There are now 4 stalkers, and a Guardian Shield could be popped here, reducing the incoming ranged damage from those Void Rays by quite a bit. That could be enough to make the difference here. He's waiting, I think, for maybe his 3rd Void Ray, but you're on a clock right now. You're trying to kill Zest. Your heart rate is racing. Your palms are sweaty. Something about mom's spaghetti. Shield battery. That's the key right there. Shield battery up. Cannon supporting the whole time. Prismatic alignment up. The Void Rays are slower when they have prismatic alignment on. But boy, do they hit harder against armored targets, which is what buildings are, which is what stalkers are. Taking down the warp gates means that Zest can't necessarily keep up here. He didn't kill the stalker. He's being too careful, possibly too careful right now. But it is 4 Void Rays versus 6 stalkers. The Guardian Shield is helping immensely, as I mentioned previously here. The warp gate going down. If Zest is knocked down to a single warp gate, that'd be huge. You'll notice he's replacing the one that died over on the far, far side, far away from where the Void Rays can hit it. Dancing. Dancing like he means it here. ProbeScout. Zest not responding in time to save that. Okay. He does. He doesn't quite have enough stalkers to one volley of Void Ray. But they hit pretty hard nevertheless. And Void Rays are pretty squishy against stuff that can hit them. Really, anything that can hit a Void Ray is pretty good against it. Maybe with the exception of Corruptors, right? And Mutalisks, I suppose. Come on, ProbeScout. Come on. You got this thing. Guardian Shield is popped. That's a lot of stalkers. The second warp gate is helping so much that the fact that this one hasn't died is humongous. Stacking as hard as he can. Trying to burn. Oh, gets a stalker. He's got enough to burn off individual stalkers. Stalker down, Void Ray down, stalker down, sentry down. The trades are pretty good here. Forced to pull back. Shield battery overcharge comes up, though. You gotta watch out for that one. Gotta wait for that one to cool down. That is an instant pullback and wait for just a couple seconds later play. Shield battery's helping. Cannon's getting hits off. Shield battery overcharge is up. Shield battery has not a lot of energy. This one does, however. It's hard to see how many Void Rays there are. There's only 5. There's only 5, but cannon shots really help whittling down these stalkers. It is an APM fest right now. Zest is at 300. ProbeScout's at, I don't know, on average 166, spiking up to the 250s or so. He's keeping pace with ProbeScout on the APM count. Stalker down, Stalker down, Stalker down. That was big. Stalker down. 4 Stalkers down. No, he's just fighting it. Zest is trying to whittle down the Void Ray count, and he is, but it's not enough. No, another Void Ray goes down. Are there enough here? Stalker count getting obliterated. Another Stalker warps in. Void Rays burn it down before it can finish warping in. And GG! ProbeScout takes game 2 and defeats Zest in a best of 3. A legitimate for-money tournament. ESL Open Americas. Joan was in this tournament. Scarlett came to this tournament. Special was in this tournament. So many good players over here. Zest was the best of the bunch, and he gets knocked out by ProbeScout in 2 games. Not 3 games. It did not take him 3 games to defeat Zest. Oh, no. Oh, no. It was dos games. Holy crap. One of the more amazing outcomes in 2021, if not dating back further than that. Oh my gosh. Just absolutely masterful. I can't believe the first cannon rush gets stopped. The second cannon rush gets stopped. The third cannon rush succeeds pretty effectively, but eventually gets stopped. And what does ProbeScout do? He's like, well, I can't keep pace with Zest in a macro game probably. Sure, proxy Void Rays with shield batteries and cannons. I'm going to go to what I know. Zest doesn't scout it. He doesn't think that the 32nd best player in this tournament was going to be would do this, would be this cheeky and this brave. He checks this. He goes all the way down here. By the time he figures out what's going on, it's too late. The cannons are coming up. The Void Rays are out. He loses that first warp gate, which is massive. And then his beautiful micro from ProbeScout. I mean, yes, he did lose 5 Void Rays. You lose 5 Void Rays to Zest as well. He only had 3 at the end of the game. 3 Void... I mean, he's making more, obviously. He's making 2 more, but my goodness. 22 Stalkers dead for 5 Void Rays. 22. The cannons did some good work there, too. The shield batteries helped immensely. The sentries got killed as well. I mean, that is a 5-kill Void Ray right there. And G, F, and G. Holy crap. My mind is blown. It's just absolutely blown at this result. And our guy ProbeScout did it. Okay, ProbeScout's technically in the pig pan. I get it, but he sends me replays too. He's in my Discord server too. If you want to come talk to ProbeScout, you can come to my Discord server and ping him, and he'll probably respond. He's a cool guy. Anyway. Man, what an absolutely... this was such a good cheese comp. I am giving this an absolutely epic tag. It's got an epic tag here. We've got Zest, ProbeScout, Scarlett's in here. We got some of the dumbest TvTs you're ever going to see. We got some close finishes. We got a ton of proxies. One of the better cheese comps I've ever cast, if we're going to be honest. So good. Send me your cheese for next month, guys. We're going to do it in November as well. This is cheese comp like 70-something. I've been doing this for some time. It feels like since 2015 or 16, maybe. All right. Well, I am amped. I'm ready to go like run a marathon or something, but it's time to wrap this thing up. So that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a cheese compilation. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.